Hello, creatives. Thank you for dropping by. Comfortable here. Before we begin, if you'd be so kind, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. Thank you. So, today, I want to discuss a thought that takes some work for some of us. It could be because it's a product of our environment, it could be because it's a product of our upbringing. But today, I want you to consider the choice of being optimistic. Sometimes very hard. Sometimes it's difficult to be optimistic. And usually, unfortunately, we have a default setting of being pessimistic or seeing kind of the bad in things first before we could see what's good. And today I want you to consider what it means to be optimistic. It doesn't mean you just go around with rose colored glasses and you don't see what's happening in your life and you you deliberately delude yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is finding the good in every situation when it's possible. And granted, some situations it's hard to find the good, but there's always some good. There's always something to be optimistic about. So, for example, I'll give you my personal examples because those are the ones I know the best. There are days when I'm stuck in traffic and I'm really not feeling it, not happy about it. And it's easy to get upset. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to be grouchy. It's easy to be cranky. It's just easier to see the negative. But then, if I look at the positive, I'm driving a car. Many people don't have a car. I'm living in a fantastic city. Again, many people don't live in a great place. Many people don't have the best of places to live in. I'm able to take my children to school, and many parents don't have that capacity, or maybe because the school is too far, they have to find other ways. I'm well enough to be able to drive. I can see, so I can drive. I woke up this morning and I can see, and that's an amazing gift. I have the motor skills to be able to drive a car, also an amazing gift. And so, does it make sense to spend my time and energy being negative and getting upset about traffic? More importantly, and this is the key, does my being cranky about traffic and being unpleasant to be around and maybe, being angry, does that change the traffic? It doesn't. At least not in my city and not in my experience. It has never once changed the traffic when I was upset about traffic. So my taking the time to be upset doesn't really do anything except make my life worse because your body reacts when you get upset and there's a whole bunch of things that happen. So really being negative or pessimistic in that situation, it's not worth it. It's better to think, hey, I get to drive today, I get to be outside today, I get to take my kids to school, I'm driving a car, I'm in a great city. Yeah, there's traffic, but there's always going to be traffic. And your life is not over in traffic. So this is what I mean by being optimistic. I'm not saying don't observe what's happening around you, that don't understand what's going on, but choose, because being optimistic is a choice. There's that whole example. If you see a cup full of half full of water, is it a cup that's half full? Is it a cup that's half empty? The optimist sees that cup and says it's half full. Person who chooses to see the negative will see it's half empty. And just that simple framing, that phrasing, it's half empty, I have lack, I'm missing something, impacts your life, impacts your decisions, impacts who you are as a person. So better to look at life as half full than half empty. And when you do that, when you shift your words, when you shift your way of being and your way of thinking, life becomes a lot better. It becomes more fun to be optimistic. And you're nice to be around. So today, the thought I want you to take with you is when you're in a tough situation, try to find some of the good in it. Be optimistic because it's a choice. It doesn't just happen. You have to choose to be optimistic. And above also all things, be be uncommon. Have a great day. Take care.